Yo, I wanted to do like a little official intro for this video because this is all about building the booty and this is like very serious business. So first I'm going to show you my workout footage from today. Today is October 25th. So I did my workout this morning. It was my heavy compound lift day, so I will show you that. It was intensely brutal. I was so sweaty. So I will just kind of run the vlog portion of this video, and then we will get into my 3 booty building secrets that you must know to build your peach.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening?
This is the face of a chick who just hit her deadlift PR for the first time, silently alone in the gym. I'm so excited. That was a really good workout. I'm gonna go shower my extremely sweaty body off and eat some breakfast. So I'll show you that workout. So here I'm showing starting off with a lighter weight. For me this is a lighter weight, but for somebody that could be your max. So do what feels right for you. And then I'm moving on to 145 pounds for 3 sets of 8. So this is a little bit heavier for me, but I'm still really able to keep my form. And then I went back and did another 3 sets of 10 of the starting warm-up weight. So today was a very high volume day for me. What I didn't show was my max rep weight, which was 185 for 3 reps of the squat. Moving on, I went and did some deadlifts. I started again with a lighter weight, high rep, and then moved on to a much heavier weight.
Now I'm asking for your forgiveness, 'cause this time things will be different. I think you won't find my demons have been exercised. I am living proof that things do change over time. It was painful, but I still survived. Now I'm gracious, the dark mistress is no longer by my side. I must apologize.
These Smith lunge pulses are very deceiving. Keeping form on this is very difficult, so if you want to just start with the bar, you can even do this by holding some dumbbells if you really want to start with something a bit easier, or even just your body weight. Here I'm doing 25 pounds on each side, so that's 95 pounds, and I'm driving through that front heel and really focusing on getting a good burn in the glute that's working.
Chance to impress. Things will be different, I think you.
As a burnout, I did some banded side step squats. I did this for 30 reps with my heaviest resistance band, and then I finished out with some gate swings. I've heard people call these pop squats as well, also banded, and my butt was on fire.
No longer by my side. Whoa. She's a demon.
Okay, am I gross that I haven't showered yet? I literally was so hungry. I just like inhaled my frittata, which I showed. I'm pretty sure I showed a video of it. I will link the recipe on my blog below, but I eat it like practically every single day. I think I've showed it like an embarrassing amount of times, but now I'm going to shower and get myself together for the day, which who knows what it will bring, but I'll look better hopefully the next time you see me. So, into the nitty-gritty of this video, building your booty. I lost the 65 pounds and my butt was flat as a pancake because I had no muscle mass and I was eating in a caloric deficit. Now that I got that out. So what does that mean? That means that I was not eating enough calories in order for my body to build muscle. So if you are in too much of a deficit for too long period of a time, which at first is necessary. It is necessary in order to lose weight to be in a slight caloric deficit. However, if your goal is to build muscle, those two goals do not go hand in hand. You have to lose fat first and then put yourself back into a surplus of calories in order to build muscles. So basically, if it is your goal to build a booty, you can't do that if you keep crash dieting. You can't do that if you're constantly barely eating anything, if you're eating like 1,000 calories a day, like my left ass cheek eats 1,000 calories a day. I'm talking you're gonna have to be up in the 1,800 to 2,000 calorie range for the average female. So basically, if your goal is to build a butt, be prepared to be in somewhat of a surplus, or in bro terms known as a bulk. And I know like most women are like, oh my God, I don't want to bulk anything. But if you want your butt to grow, you have to put yourself in that surplus of calories in order to do so. So this is going to maybe result, if you've been seeing like some shredded abs and you're like, now I want to gain some booty, you're gonna have to be okay with a little bit of fluff in order to put on that muscle mass. You're in the gym and you're doing your workouts. What I want you to focus on is your warm-up. I know that that sounds really basic, but if you're not doing some kind of a warm-up, whether it be on the stair mill, whether it be like some side step squats or some body weight squats, some lunges, something like that to warm up your glutes. Your glutes are the largest muscle in your body, and they're also the laziest muscle in your body. So if you are doing your squats and you're only feeling it in your quads and your hamstrings, chances are those muscles have completely taken over during that exercise and they are doing all the work. Then your butt is just there, just kind of chilling, not doing really anything. So if you're not feeling it like deep inside of the glute muscle, chances are that muscle is not doing anything. But what did I even say? That will bring me into getting into kind of why squats are not my favorite butt building exercise. I definitely love squats. I do them very often. But for me, that is not my glute focused exercise. That is a great overall compound lift. It's a great leg day exercise. But when it comes to building my butt, my favorite exercises, the ones that I feel like deep in my like ass balls. That's something that I always say with my gym buddy. We're always like, oh, my ass balls. Jessica, you know what I'm talking about. But the things I feel deep is when I do things like weighted hip thrusters, you know, with a bar loaded, glute bridges, when I do the abductor machine, lunges, curtsy lunges, things like that, I really feel the engagement. So I'm going to kind of run a little montage per se of some of my favorite booty building exercises. So I'm gonna run that footage. Denominator between all of those exercises shown is time under tension. So time under tension is something that basically means the amount of time that the muscle is under strain during a workout. So basically, when you feel the burn during an exercise, instead of shying away from that, you really want to push into it, especially with glute building workouts. If you want it to build, you have to have it burn. Burn to build is something that I'm always repeating to my clients. If it's burning, it's working. So really, once you start to feel it burn, do 10 more. I would say last but not least, like the most important thing that you can do is be consistent. Like if you are a gardener per se and you tend to your garden and you get the soil all ready and you plant your seeds and you water it and you take care of it for about 2 or 3 weeks, and then you go out there and you're like, I don't even see a single sprout. Fuck it, it must not be working. That's just like your workouts. There's so much happening beneath the surface in those early weeks, even if you don't see it on the surface yet, that you have to continue on. You have to keep going in order to see results. So you can't just go at it for 3 weeks when you're really just kind of figuring it out, when you're just kind of learning the workouts, and expect to see those results overnight. I mean, in order to build muscle mass, these things take time. And if I even hear you say, oh, I'm worried about getting bulky, like that's the most annoying thing in the entire world, is somebody who has to work very, very hard in order to build muscle. So don't even worry about that. Just put in the work, be consistent, and you will see results. So what is it that we went over today? Eat for your goals. Eat for what the results that you want, whether it be to lose fat or gain muscle, whether it be to be in a caloric surplus or in a deficit. That is going to be up to you and your goals. Number 2, it was time under tension, feeling the burn and burning to build. And number 3, be consistent and keep going. So that is going to wrap up this vlog. If you enjoy these videos, please subscribe and go to my Instagram to see more of my videos, more inspiration, and keep going.